Alright, quick update on the Bitcoin dominance. So we are breaking above the top of this macro resistance. We've been in this pattern for a very long period of time, and now the Bitcoin dominance is breaking up to the upside of this. You should probably expect that altcoins are going to get absolutely slaughtered against Bitcoin. Now, we've been moving up for the past month or so, and if you think that altcoins have been performing bad while the Bitcoin dominance has moved up a modest 16%, then bear in mind, at least in my prediction, in my humble opinion, we are coming up to the 60% mark on the dominance. This means we've probably got about another 25% to go up at least. If we do continue with this move and Bitcoin moves up another 25% like we were predicting from all the way down here, then expect Bitcoin to absolutely slaughter these altcoins. If we look at our momentum indicator, the squeeze bomb, weekly is heading up like there's no tomorrow. We've broken out of this macro W pattern. We finally took out the price target of this, so this is absolutely great. We can remove this from our chart now, and you can see, whether you want to consider this a break up into a bull flag, or whether you want to call this break up into a rising wedge, it doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is, if we take this macro bull flag target, the Bitcoin dominance really shouldn't slow down until we come up to 49%. So expect the Bitcoin dominance to keep on moving up. Like, look at what we're seeing today. Bitcoin dominance is up 1%, and Bitcoin's down 1.5%. What are the altcoins doing? The altcoins are getting absolutely slaughtered. Now, I just wanted to make this as a quick update. I'm going to make a in-depth update. I do this series occasionally on my channel where I believe I've made 1 or 2 videos on it, and I am going to make it more of a often kind of series type deal over on my channel where we cover it maybe every couple of weeks. Bitcoin bull run priced against the altcoins. Like I said, if you're a seasoned veteran to my channel, you probably may have watched that video before where we talk about the Bitcoin dominance heading up, where it's likely to head up to next, what to expect, but more specifically, we go through the Bitcoin charts, or more specifically, we check out the altcoin BTC chart. So in today's video later on, I'm going to upload this as one of my last videos. If you're interested in this, make sure to check it out. But we're going to be going through all the altcoins that I cover. Very quick quick fire on all these charts. We're going to be looking at how these altcoins, KDA, Doge, Crypto.com, JASMY, Tron, Near. We're going to talk about how all of these altcoins are holding up against Bitcoin. That is the whole point of the video, because in my opinion, Bitcoin is in a bull run priced in altcoins. That's really all I've got for you today. The only other thing I want to highlight is the last time we saw, a massive macro W break, a massive pattern break over on the Bitcoin dominance was when we were back here in July of 2018. Now, the Bitcoin bear market low was actually here in December of 2018, and the Bitcoin dominance continued to go up for 2 more massive legs to the upside before we found any sort of top on the dominance. We actually went up to 73%. I don't actually think that we're going to be going that high. Bear in mind, there are 2 ways to argue this. You can argue diminished returns, and as such, we shouldn't head up to the all-time high. But if you were going to argue diminished returns, because obviously there's more altcoins in the altcoin market, so it'd be harder for Bitcoin to head up to the same area of dominance as it previously did. But with that being said, if that theory was to hold, then you would have expected the Bitcoin dominance to head down to new lows. But however, this is where the Bitcoin dominance was in January of 2018, 35.5%. Where did we bottom this market cycle? 39%. So even though there's like 1,000 times more altcoins as there was back in 2018, maybe I'm exaggerating by saying 1,000, maybe it's like 100, 200 times the amount. You get the gist of things. There's a lot more altcoins in the space. There's a lot more money in the markets, especially in these altcoins, low market cap, mid caps, blue chips, all of that good stuff. But even so, the Bitcoin dominance didn't go down. This is showing that even though there's new altcoins coming into the market, Bitcoin is king, and it is holding up cycle over cycle over cycle a lot better than these altcoins are. Like I said, I just wanted to give a quick update. The last time we broke out of a massive pattern, we had about a 50% swing to the upside. So I really want to emphasize, I see people on my Twitter, I see people messaging me on, Twitter and Discord and Instagram saying, is now the time to buy altcoins? I see people saying altcoins are now cheap. And I was here in 2018 when everyone's saying altcoins are cheap because they're down 90%, they go down another 50% at least. Bear in mind, if you think altcoins are cheap right now, this is what we've been doing in the past month. We've gone up like 15% or so, or from here, 23% rather. You know, from here it was 15%. But we still have more than double that to go to the upside before we top out, in my opinion. And this is accounting for diminished returns. This is accounting for 18.5% diminished returns. Can you imagine if we went all the way back up to 73.6%? Altcoins would get absolutely wiped out against Bitcoin. So be super, super cautious. I really do need to emphasize this. A lot of people are going to be thinking the bottom is in for altcoins. A lot of people are saying altcoins are cheap right now, but the Bitcoin dominance has only just started to break out of this macro move. Today, it is breaking out of this massive macro move. The Bitcoin, or rather the squeeze one, which is our momentum indicator, starting to turn up. With all that being said, I do think it is Bitcoin maxi season. If you do not have your Bitcoin maxi hat on already, I definitely recommend it. If you're kind of wondering, you know, what is my opinion? When am I going to be buying altcoins? Because specifically, I made a video about when I plan on buying altcoins for a 1 to 2 month swing trade and when I plan to buy altcoins to accumulate. If you head over to my channel, click on videos, scroll down, you should find this video. This chart will call the altcoin market bottom. Nothing has changed in that regard. This was a macro video. We're looking at, you know, weekly, monthly time frames, and if you go back to that video, you will see how well it has aged. The Bitcoin dominance has done nothing but went up on a rampage. You know, this was 4 weeks ago. It was four days ago rather. But nonetheless, the Bitcoin dominance is still massively heading up since that video, and I have been calling this for the past month. So like I said, just wanted to give a quick update. I am going to make a video later where I do talk about the Bitcoin bull run priced in altcoins. If you do want to watch that video, make sure to turn notifications on, make sure you're subbed. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.